Having just finished season 4 of You, I have some thoughts. When I first finished part 1, I was left with a feeling of, oh jeez, that was so boring. But I couldn't figure out why. So I went back and watched season 1 again. For some context, I believe the show was at its peak in season 1 and then later seasons just couldn't quite recapture the same magic the first season did. We get introduced to Joe, we see his relationships, his motivations, and his goal. Beck. Then we follow Beck around and spend a lot of time familiarizing ourselves with all the facets of her life, her problems and the two characters related to her toxic boyfriend Benji and her manipulative friend Peach. You see? Simple and easy to follow. In season 4, however, we are introduced to 10 characters, with a few of them being downright cartoon characters that I do not buy even for a second that they are believable. And then we get Kate, Joe's new female fixation this season. Wait, or was it Marianne from last season? See, we don't really know who he's after. Back in season 1, every character had a role to play in whether Joe could ultimately get Beck. In this season, how exactly do any of these characters thwart his plans on getting with Kate? The characters here feel like they're just killer fodder, people just waiting to die. This Kate person as well, we know almost nothing about her. We get a whiff of her issues like an overbearing father and her secret villainous past, but we never see any of these issues actually affect her in her life in any tangible way. If anything, her problems are just really minor inconveniences. And then we get to the end when they finally reveal who the killer Joe has been chasing this whole time. And it's Reese. Oh no. Anyway, like okay, he's the killer, big whoop, I don't care. The show also took away the most interesting character, Joe. In the later seasons, a lot more things seem to happen to Joe rather than because of Joe. Love is impulsive and kills, and now Joe has to cover up. Reese is a psychopath and kills, and now Joe has to cover up. Joe seems to always just be reacting, which makes him pretty boring. I'm calling it, part 1 just sucks and is unnecessary. Part 2, however, was almost like the show going, oh, you didn't like that? Here, take this. We got rid of all the characters who didn't matter and we focused up on the most interesting one, Joe. Remember him? Yeah, he's on the cover of the poster. Yeah, that guy. And then comes the twist that really shifted the show from boring to, okay, I'm invested now, was the reveal that Reese was just a figment of Joe's imagination. Whoa! Joe was actually the one killing all these people the entire time. In a weird Jekyll and Hyde moment, Joe's personality splits into two, with one side of him being good-natured and believing he wasn't a killer anymore, and the other side of him just going full Norman Bates. Is it convenient that he forgot all of this horrible shit so that we could have a twist reveal later? Yeah, but I didn't really mind because we finally got to see Joe really struggle to accept his inner killer. Also, it was really scary to see Joe kill an innocent kid to frame one of his students of murder to get them off his trail. This is a side we've never really seen from Joe before. In previous seasons, the kids were always the one thing Joe was not willing to let get involved in his crimes. But this time was different. He's just pure evil now. This part was overall more focused on the characters we cared about, it was clearer to follow, and just more entertaining to watch. And I must say, now I'm even more excited for the future of the show. Now with an unhinged Joe with all the power and money to do whatever he wants, are we going to see a full-on mass murderer? That'll be fun to see. Overall, the two parts kind of balance each other out, and I'd say this was an okay season. Nothing beats the first though. Thanks for watching everyone, do like and subscribe, do check out my other reviews and other videos on my channel. I'm sure you'll find one that you like. See y'all in the next video and peace.